Bam. Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing?
Hello.
Hello, Luke. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Kenny. Hello, Mike Bird. Very nice.
Oh,
Mr.
all the
Johnson. Oh,
guys in
Lone
the
Star
house.
Crawler. Heck yeah, Cameron. Good to see you on here.
I feel like we're just all got the homies already.
Yeah, man, it's good. It's good. Y'all hopped on here real quick. It's because I was a little bit more on top of actually posting when things were happening this time. But
Yeah,
howdy,
it's
howdy.
different. He actually did all his stuff before he started talking to me, so I couldn't distract him through it all.
I've been saying that I've been really on top of things lately. I've been really doing well about being on top of things. Okay, we got to start this. We're going to do, while we're waiting for maybe a few more people to join, let's do this right off the bat.
Oh,
We're doing
shit.
this right. You haven't started preheating, have you?
No preheat.
Okay. So
The only thing
I'm going to
you might
switch.
get me.
I'll switch views here. I'll switch views. We'll explain later. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Good. Okay.
Okay, you can have your finger on the power button.
Okay, wait, on preheat or on the power switch?
On the power switch in the
Oh,
back.
shit. Okay, hold on.
Okay. I'll go 3, 2, 1, and then go, okay?
Okay, all right.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Okay. All right, little buddy, boot up. Come on. All right. So, everyone so you can actually know what's happening here. We are seeing who can swap filaments faster. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Preheat PLA. All right. Disable stepper. Whoo-wee. All
Hey,
right.
what degrees are you going to?
I'm going to 200, but I'm gonna freaking. We're seeing what are you doing?
You at least got to go to 208. That's what I do.
Oh well, I don't. It pulls out sooner than that. We'll see. So we're
That's
seeing
been
who
your
can
problem
switch
your
out.
whole life.
Hey, if I can pull out sooner, I'm gonna pull out sooner, man. That's just the way she goes. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about the printer. I'm worried about the pullout game here. What is that? You got an
That's
alarm
my
set?
one.
We're live. Alarm for going live. Okay, so while this is, we're almost there. 122,
127.
129, 132.
So we're changing our 3D printer rolls. We're preheating our 3D printer, and we suddenly had a bet that who could do it faster. I feel like he's gonna win because I still got to put mine through a heat box.
Oh, you got it. Oh, that's rough, dude. That's rough. Oh,
Hold
shit.
on.
Oh, shit. It's
166.
coming. Oh, it's coming. I'm a cheater. I'm a straight up
You
cheater.
can't cheat. You can't pull it out.
Dude,
You gotta get to the mark.
It's coming. If it's coming, it's coming. This is.
No,
I told
no
you.
cheating.
I told
It's
you.
gotta. I'm not pulling mine out. You gotta go to the 200 mark.
Fuck you.
Don't
We're
do
out.
it.
We're out. Oh crap.
I'm gonna win this.
Ugh. Ugh. Okay. All right. We're gonna win.
Done.
What?
Done.
What? There's no way.
Done.
There's no way. How? Did you trim it and everything?
Yeah.
Dude, I wasn't watching your screen. You must have cheated. I was going as fast
How
as
did
I
I
could possibly
cheat?
go. I don't know.
All you gotta do is cut it like real fast sideways.
What are you,
I
dude?
even messed up half the
Did you
way.
put it in? Is it all the way? Is it extruding?
There's been a problem. See, you haven't had a problem. You've had a problem with putting it in your whole life. I haven't.
Oh my god, dude. This is some BS. I can't. What do you. What? This is.
You even started pulling before I did.
How did you do it? What? Okay. All right. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Dude, I lost fair and square. That sucks. That sucks real hard.
Not only did you lose really bad.
Fuck you.
Everybody, that is High Noon Hobbies losing sorely right there. And he loses so sorely he has to just swear at me.
Look, I was anticipating victory there. Okay. Well. Fine then.
I mean, like, I have never seen Alex so mad at me.
I just didn't that was you were so much faster. I wasn't even close. Oh man.
How many rolls of filament do you think I printed more than you?
A lot.
A lot.
Well, welcome to the show, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful Sunday. That was kind of our way to start because we just had that idea very last second. We thought it'd be fun. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was hilarious, especially because I whooped your butt. I thought you were going to kill me because I had to load mine through my dry box.
I do want to say real quick shout out, Mike. Congratulations, Mike Bird. Congratulations for winning the 2K giveaway. I have sent everything out. I have not sent you the tracking code yet, but I have it sitting on my desk right here. So I'm going to send it to you right after this. Turns out when you ship stuff internationally, you have to like fill out customs forms and all this stuff. It's pretty crazy. I've never done that before. They were like, "Is this actually free? Did he pay for it? Is it? Or do you have a business? Are you running a business out of your house? What? How did he? Why are you sending? Are you friends with him? Are you from England?" It's like, dude,
You're such. I mean, like, if they took a picture of you, like, most wanted terrorist, right here.
I was like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So all that stuff is coming to you. Slut Mama, hello. It's good to see you, dude. Jace is in here. Happy to see Jace kind of very very exciting.
Him. I had to call you.
Yeah, you had to rub it in my
there.
face. You had to rub it in my face that you went over there, and you actually had to spend some time with him. Jay and Darcy's RC Adventures, good to see you in here as well. So we are in. Well, I am in. I don't know about Mike, but I am in full preparation mode for the Sand Hollow takeover. And it has taken over my it has been taking over my weekend for sure. So I have done a lot. I have refreshed the whole High Noon fleet. I have lots of 3D prints to show. But first off, let's start with, have you done any crawling in this past week, Mike?
No.
That's what I thought. You dirty knot crawler.
Yeah, so I decided this holidays to go back up to the ski resort that I have worked at in the past because I like skiing for free, and I've just been working and snowboarding. That's about it. I really have put kind of RC a little on the back burner. It's been nice in a way. It hasn't been nice in a way. But yeah, I've just been really busy. I've done a couple 3D prints. That's about it. But I'll tell you, besides, I think I'm trying to look around to see if I've really done anything. Besides, I think putting some wheels on a Tier X4, that's it. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. I think did I show this one? Did I show the tune with Ron?
I don't know if you did.
No. I went into our local hobby shop where our friend Sunshine RC on his Instagram tag there works, and he helped tune my Mamba for an uncensored motor. It's really about it. Haven't done much. How
Well,
about
at
you?
least you've done some. At least you've done some.
Yeah, some.
You know, that's not
Some.
nothing. That's not nothing. So I'll give you a passing grade. Like a C plus.
Thanks for the C minus, bud.
C minus, yeah. I'll take it. It's yeah. It's really just started this weekend for me. So to be fair, although okay, so just crawling, yes, I have gone crawling. I went out snow crawling last weekend or last Monday. Was Monday a holiday? Yeah, it was. It was the
Sure.
observed holiday, I think, for the New Year's week.
When I go back to that ski resort, it's time for I don't even know where
But,
I am.
So
sometimes.
I went out on Monday because it was a holiday up to the top of Immigration Canyon, which if you live in the area, definitely a cool place to go check out. And it's super close to the valley, and getting to the top of the canyon only takes 15 minutes or something. And there's usually never any traffic up there. So I just went up there and I took a few rigs to do some photos of them, but I don't love running all, like if I'm going to bring 3 or 4 rigs, I'm not going to run all of them in the snow. I've learned my lesson from years past. But the Bronco is like my go-to snow rig because it's indestructible somehow in pretty much every way. And so you know what? That actually explains how I lost that screw. I was just looking at it last night and I was like, my wheels were like this. It's like, that's not quite right. And and I had lost one of the screws out of my hubs. But I brought the Bronco and we went like basically 2 miles up in the snow through like snowshoe territory. And the snow wasn't very packed, so that Bronco was working. I was impressed that it made it that far up the trail and then turned around and came back down. I was able to do it without snowshoes, so it was fairly, dude, one battery. 5,000, but yeah. Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. And I got so many weird looks from snowshoers on the way up and on the way down. People were like,
was it just you?
Yeah, it was just me.
Oh, I thought you went with T or something.
No, it's just me. Just one truck. And I like this one it was foggy most of the time, which made it even better because people would be like hiking up the trail and like they wouldn't see me until the very last second. In fact, I heard a couple guys saying like they were trying to figure out what the noise was because it was foggy, but they could hear the like of like they could hear the crazy like whining of the truck. And so they're like, what is that? And then as they got closer, they saw that it was me with my RC truck. But that was pretty fun. And I got I actually got enough video that I could probably do a whole video just on that little trail run. It was a good time. And I was really impressed with how well the Bronco performed in the snow without tracks or anything. But it also inspired me to do the tracks for the Capra. I haven't gotten around to printing those. I've been printing everything else for this new season because I want to get everything done and that I know that I need. The tracks is kind of just like a fun side thing. But yeah, going up there in the snow and having that much fun in the snow made me really want to print those tracks out. So that was my crawling for the week. I haven't crawled since then. I may crawl today after this. We'll see. Potentially go hit up Blackrock. But yeah, that's my crawling for the week. What about 3D printing? What's your 3D printed item for the week, sir? Mr. 2 3D printers in his house now.
Sorry.
Yeah, you've stepped it up, man. You've really stepped it up.
Yeah. Well, now that I can actually like, I mean, like this project that we'll say undisclosed because we don't need to put the cat out of the bag for a certain someone. I can finish it in like probably like less than a day almost.
It is. I mean, doubling your productivity with 3D printers is like pretty mind-boggling because it's already pretty dang efficient.
So the 3D print that I'm doing right now is for our friend Cletus. I have to reprint a couple radiators because they kind of the supports went inside of the radiator,
Mm.
so you can't. I have to
That's not what you
can't
want.
really pull them out. But so our a bunch of our friends they're doing. There's a comp series coming up next summer, and it's all Sorka. And one of our friends down south is starting his own comp series. Part of the Nerds and Salt Lake guys and the down south. I don't know exactly what Cletus is calling his group, but anyways, he's going full points on everything. He has a Phoenix, and I don't know if he's going to quite use it for the Phoenix, but it's going to be for the Interceptor, maybe. You're looking at this.
Ooh, ooh, very nice.
So this goes through a Phoenix hood and goes on the top of your kit,
Yep,
right up on. So it has an engine cover,
I love it.
and I think it's the YJZ motor or something. I'm not too good with
Probably
that kind of stuff.
like a
And so this is what I
2JZ.
have to 3D print. This is the radiator for the front. So you can
Ah,
see the supports like kind of went inside here. So I have to actually print it like this.
yep.
But it's pretty complex because now these all in here are all the different pipes
Oh,
for the
for the
motor.
motor that you have to route and stuff.
Yeah, and so it actually looks pretty cool. You can what a lot of people with this print see these little pipes. With this print, people paint their hood clear.
Right,
They'll have
so
a
that you
clear
can see
hood. You
through.
can look in and see the motor, and it's pretty cool. It's not that expensive. I really want to say this file was. I want to say this file was like $15, maybe. But I mean, I didn't purchase it. If any of the homies that ever want me to print stuff, I just tell them to buy the files for me, and I'll print it for them.
Right, right.
And yeah, so he's gonna have that, and then damn, I don't have a copy of it, but a couple episodes ago in Harley's Scale News,
Uh huh.
he had a file for a like a bottom cover for the engine of the VFD twin transmission, and it's like a whole oil pan and all that for it to go underneath that makes it all scalable.
Oh, I did. I think that was just last week, wasn't it? It
I
might have
want to
been
say it
two
was
week.
like
Might have been 2 weeks
2 weeks
ago.
ago
Might
or
have been two
more,
weeks ago.
something like that. And then also I printed that mount for the um, I'm so lost for words right now. The mount for the servos for the transmission.
Oh,
It
the
was
VFD
I
servo
yeah, the
mounts.
VFD. I think it's for the Interceptor chassis
Gotcha.
for
Yep.
when you put it
Yeah. That.
flat, and then you need somewhere to mount those.
Yep. I believe you are correct on that one.
But really easy files. Harley, of course, he's an engineer. He knows how to
He does
design some
really
stuff.
well with his files, man. That kind of because I've been printing Harley files this week as well, and he put some thought into it. It's impressive how well his
Yeah,
files
let's.
turn out.
What you got, dude? You got more stuff for it than I
Um,
ever did.
so I'm doing a cliffhanger. You can kind of see it right there. It's in the background, and I'm not gonna. It's like a little out of focus, but I don't want to bring it into focus right now. But
It's okay because don't worry,
it's not
guys.
done
He's
yet.
not like holding it. It's not you guys. He didn't show me. He's like, you see it back there? Yeah, Mike.
It's not
there.
done yet. But yeah, I printed this cage. This is the cliffhanger cage that Harley designed, and it's awesome, man. It's like I printed it PLA. I think I ended up going 50 infill.
Yeah, Yeah,
I might
sounds
have
good.
I might have done 60, but it's pretty dang rigid. I'm very impressed.
They're rigid. You just, they just get a little heavier.
Well, and it has just the right amount of flex to where I think it's going to take some hits before, like you can see that. That's totally just
Yeah.
flex. So, yeah, I think that's good. I got the interior for it as well. So I guess this
I
is,
really, I really like it with that new one that it's a 4-seater in that cage.
it is a 4-seater, but I didn't print the back seats. I don't know if I want to add, that's so much extra weight. Okay, well, you're going to have to print them for me because I want red then for sure. If I'm doing 4 seats, I need red seats.
This was a little
Side
start of our
conversation.
side conversation in our speed changing of filament, which I'm down to do next time. See if you can even come close again.
Yeah, we'll do it again because I need redemption on that. Um, this is the dashboard. It doesn't come with a steering wheel. I just printed out the steering wheel from a different kit that I had. That's for the Bronco interior, and it works. Well, we'll see if it works. Everything's just CM glued together, so if that takes a big hit, that might break apart. We'll see. I'm not super worried about that if I have to reprint like a steering column or something. If I lose that, that's a really quick print. So yeah, that is going to be really good. That's going to look good inside the new cage. Now, one thing that I am concerned about is that I did all of this. I mean, I did it for looks, sure, but I didn't just do it for looks. I did it for looks and because I want the scale points. And Cameron informed me right before we went live. I was on the phone with him, and he let me know that he thinks we need to double check the rules, but he thinks that the cage needs to be attached to the chassis to get scale points for it.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate because I'm pretty sure this cage is designed to mount into the body.
yeah.
So that then does it not count as an interior at all?
You're gonna get interior points. You're not gonna get roll cage points from what I mean, you're asking the complete wrong person about Sorka, but from what I have understood in the past, you don't need to have your seats attached to your chassis.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna get interior. You're not gonna get a roll cage.
That's a bummer.
That's a real bummer, man.
That's a real bummer, man.
That's a real bummer there, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, I'm still stoked to get it in there. I think it's going to look sick, but that is a bummer. And if I have to figure out some sort of way to mount it to the chassis, maybe I will.
It's all right. I'm just going to fully believe what Scumbag RC told me, that I don't have to do anything to my class 2, and I'm going to get all the points.
You're going to get everything.
I'm going to blame
it's going to be perfect.
all on him. So when I show up the first time, and Cameron's like, no, yours doesn't going to work. And I'm going to be like, it's Luke's fault.
It's Luke's fault, and you can charge him for the points that I want. Just put him on his tab.
Right?
Turn this printer off and take this SD card out. So yeah, I 3D printed all that stuff.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Let me just ruin your day even more. Just kidding, Cameron. The interior does need to have a floor to get points for the 3D interior.
God dang it, man. What are you killing me with this shit?
Come on. Can't we just have like a broad...
What if... Okay. So I'm just going to buy a piece of flat Lexan.
Cardboard.
Cardboard. I like that.
Cardboard.
I'm just a piece of flat Lexan and just like glue them to the bottom of the seats and call that my floor. It's going to totally interfere with everything. Gosh dang it.
No, you just think about it. It has to have a floor. Guess what? Some buggies, there's holes in the floor.
Yeah, what if my floor is my sliders? I have sliders. It's not like the passengers' feet can just fall out. There's stuff down there. It's just maybe their feet are they're standing or sitting on wires. It's fine.
Piece of Lexan, put it up there. As long as they can put their feet on it, that counts as a floor, right?
What if they put their feet on the ESC? What if they're competing in the cold and they need to keep their tootsies warm, and so they're just going to put their feet on the ESC, on the heatsink?
on the engine itself.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah, that seems right.
underneath your butt.
Inside of the transmission. That's how they lost their
wait.
legs. That's how the figures that are going to be in my trucks
on.
lost their legs.
Scumbag RC and a firewall.
No way. That's not. Is that legitimately a thing? God, dude, do we have to bring up the Sorka rules right now? Is this all like?
Cam, do we have to really do a firewall too?
Can I get points just for seats?
Confirmation on
Can I
this
get seat?
firewall.
Are there seat points? Is that a functional scale item on the inside, and is that separate from outside scale items? This is some. This is. I thought I was really up in my game. It turns out it's just gonna look better, and it's not gonna do fucking anything for me, man. I need scale points here.
I know. I don't know about my Darth Duck anymore on my RC.
Yeah, see, exactly. Spatial audio. It's more points for a heated interior. When the ESC, yeah. Oh,
we got
Jesus,
Cam checking.
man.
We got Cam checking on.
Okay,
the
he's checking on the points there. Man, that's tough. Either way, I'm putting the Harley Designs interior in for now. We don't need those scale points until later in the season. I'll figure that out when I figure that out. I really wish, honestly, I wish I wouldn't have. Last night I got a little bit heated. Okay, well let's. Are we good on the 3D printing segment? Are we good there? We covered what we wanted to cover. Oh, no. I wanted to talk about this piece that Cameron... I didn't print this. It's just a box. There's not a whole lot to it, but it's a special box.
It's a special box.
It's a
special box, everyone.
It goes like this. Oh. Trust me, this isn't the print. This is just me. There we go. It goes on there, like that.
Oh, I've seen that.
And then I can put this inside of it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have lipo power. So thank you very much, Cameron. That is going to be very fun. And I'm excited for that. And this thing is, like, beefy. Like, I expected right there. I expected to break those clips, but it's totally fine. So, yeah, I need to, like, convert that over. But we'll get there when we get there. Stoked for that. He also gave me a bunch of little 3D printed knobs and whatnot for the Fly Sky. I was
going to do that. He just beat me to it.
So one thing I will say, if you have the same files that he does, these need to be downsized just a hair. These ones, the thinner ones, were totally fine. This one works great. But the thicker ones, I think it might just be related to the weight of these thicker ones. But they do not fit quite as well on there. I think as they're printing, maybe they might flex out a little bit more. So you need to scale those down by maybe 1%, if that. Maybe 2. I don't know. We'll have to do some testing on that. But that's cool. That's the only other thing I had to show for 3D printing. I did basically do a full fleet renovation. If you haven't seen the video for the TF2, I did all the A&M parts on there. I haven't yet swapped everything over on the TF2 for the the Noble is definitely cool. I like the Noble, but I just can't afford a new controller right now. Also,
hold on. Pause on that statement. Scumbag, you only happy and you like the Noble again because you have another Noble. Because you talk crap on the Noble when you had to get rid of it for a second, but when you got it back, you love the Noble again. Just gonna point that one out for 1 second.
That's a very fair point. It's a very fair point. What do you got to say about that?
Love you, Luke.
Logan, good to see you in here. So, yeah, did all the A&M parts. I haven't tuned the TF2 yet. I need to get the Castle Link from you, Mike, and because apparently it's just a shared Castle Link now. I'm making it a shared Castle Link.
Should it be like a library card kind of thing where there's
I can check it out? Oh, yeah, you open up, we put it in a little booklet, and when you open it up on one side, there's a little slip. You pull the slip out, and you write your name and the date on it. We're going old school, dude.
Can you print me out an old library slip like that for
I could, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I gotta find that old punch
card.
That, printed the date.
Oh, yeah. I think I've probably got one of those laying around, honestly. I used to have to do so many documents that I got a little date stamp. But yeah, did the A&M parts, need to get the castle link, need to check that out of the good old Sons of Crawl library so that I can tune that and put a little bit more startup power into it. We talked about that already though. That's
It's
exciting.
Sons of Crawl tool rental service.
um on the I don't want to like ruin this body. I'm really scared about this body. So I painted a body for the first time ever. It's still got the like protective film on it. But yeah.
Did you use what do you use for the to mask it off
So
for the black?
for the black, I just use masking tape.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anybody for a good heads up on painting? They make this stuff called liquid mask.
I needed to get some of that, but I couldn't find any. I went to a couple different stores and I couldn't find any. So I just.
Oh, there's some right there.
But where do you get it? Can you get it locally? I didn't
You
check.
buy it at the hobby store.
I went to the hobby store twice this week. I didn't even think about asking there.
And you just didn't think about asking your friend Mike?
I didn't. I mean,
anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we can bicker all day long. Us too.
Yes.
That's
easy.
liquid mask. You basically paint it on, it dries, and then you cut it out with an X-Acto knife. And you peel off the stuff you don't want, and
Right.
then you basically paint. And then when you want to peel it off, it just comes right off like kind of like a soft rubber cement.
It's like a liquid version of this. It works super well, and it's not a pain in the ass because this is a pain in the ass.
And it adheres to the plastic very well.
Oh yeah, liquid mask. It's like this doesn't. But so yeah, this is all just like preview stuff because there's gonna be video. Well, there's not actually. I didn't make a video on this. I finally put the Rock Pirates battery tray and the I mounted a servo on here, so the servo necessitated the battery tray because I used to put my battery where the servo goes. And I don't know if you can really tell with this lighting, but I did use the full-size spool and it does fit in there. I did have to, with this guy, I had to space it. I had to use spacers underneath the mounts to mount the winch servo a little bit higher to get the spool to clear the steering servo. But everything fits up there, just barely. Just barely fits.
Look at you.
So I did that.
Rock Pirates rig have grown up so much.
I made this little hook. This is not gonna. Yeah, I made this little hook out of coat hanger, and I made this little fair lead out of coat hanger. I don't know if you can really tell that fair lead right there.
Hey,
that's
would
coat
you like
hanger.
me to tell you something about your servo mount? Even though you did do it right and you're mounting it right in the middle.
Yeah.
Look at the servo plate right in front. You see how there's that little screw hole?
What do you mean?
In front of your servo winch. You see that little screw hole in the front?
In front of my servo winch?
Yes.
What do you mean? Like in the
There's
bump?
in the plate, in the servo plate. Do you see the little hole there, bud?
So that I could put it further back? Like further to the other side?
So here, look. So this is the plate. You put your steering winch, and then down here's your servo winch. Right here is a hole in the servo plate. Do you see it?
Yeah.
That is for one of these, bud. And then you put your servo line through it. It's a lead. That's your fair lead.
Mine does not have that actually.
Really?
Yeah, mine does not have it. I bought this at the North vs South finals last season. I think that was maybe before they did that cuz yeah, mine doesn't have. I know what you're talking about now. For a sec I couldn't figure cuz it's not on here. But I've seen it. It is on like it is on other plates. I've seen it. But it's not on this one. Yeah.
I was just seeing, I was like, hey, there's a hole there, and that's what it's all meant for. Why are you doing all that extra stuff?
I was so confused.
It's okay.
I don't
At
know
least
what
you know
you
what
were
I'm talking
talking about
about.
there. But yeah, no, yeah, it does not. It's not on there. So I had to make that little fair lead out of coat hanger. But I'm pretty happy with myself. It works well. Um, I did rattle can on this body. I did just the Tamiya paint. I really tried to take my time with it. I did super, super thin coats. I brought it inside and used the heat gun on the lowest setting, not even like hot air, basically just like air. And I cured every single layer of the paint super well. And then I let it sit for like 15, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, even 45, depending on what I was doing.
45. 45.
And then I went back and I painted it again, and I think it's gonna adhere well and work out well. But I am scared to like. It's still within. I think it's been about 18 hours since I stopped. Or well, let's see. Yeah, it's been about 18 hours since I didn't paint it, or since I finished painting it, since I stopped painting.
Well, Scumbag RC did do a shout out. I won on the controller. He is a Noble fan, but at least I called him out on it. Looks like our good friend Mr. Johnson went for the Futaba, the
Yeah, the
EP4M.
and
Welcome to the nicer controller club, bro. It definitely is a difference, isn't it, bro? We got Cameron. Must have a full floor and firewall. Driver's feet must not poke out into open chassis or wheel well. Must have seat dash and steering wheel. And then, the new rules say that the new interior cage mounting points must attach to the dash, floor, wheel well, or the top of the interior cover. So I think Harley designs cages should work.
yes, points.
And
Yes,
better
good.
because I've been
Yes.
printing them and I want to be able to give some away or something or sell.
Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, dude, Logan. Sweet shirts. If you want to check these out, they're on West Desert Wheeler's channel. There's a link on his channel.
You got to
We
move
could
your
even
hippie hair out of the way, dude.
eh, eh,
Eh.
yeah.
That was actually the hair like unsticking from his shirt. That's what that sound was.
It's been on for so long. It's been on since I bought it. No, just kidding. I've had it for a week and a
Well,
half.
it's weird not seeing you in your hoodie.
Yeah,
You're like
I
three color gray hoodie.
I actually have a West as a Wheeler hoodie that I could be wearing too. I wore that in another video, and no one even made a comment on it. I was curious because I was gonna see if anyone noticed that I wasn't wearing the High Noon Hobby hoodie. That's basically become the only thing that I wear on the channel. But no, I've been trying to switch it up. I have so much like RC merch at this point that I want to wear different stuff each time. I need to wear my Operation 11 Charlie shirt. That's one that I haven't worn on stream
I know.
or in a video yet.
I'm actually wearing a shirt.
Hey, nice. The geisha.
The geisha, the one T-shirt of stuff that I don't have anything of.
Honestly, I have been considering. I love my long hair so much, but every time that it takes me like 10 minutes to wash my hair, I do think about cutting it. I think about how easy my life would be if I just had short hair again.
How about no hair?
I might have to do that sooner rather than later, honestly. If we start getting the signature patch that's comes with my genetics, then we're
It's
buzzing
already
it.
there, by the way. We just don't want to tell you.
Well, it's there, but it's coverable at this point. But once it gets to a point where it looks like I saw a dude at the climbing gym I saw a dude at the climbing gym the other day. It was literally like a perfect like bird's nest. Like it was like a little family of birds could just like perch perfectly on his bald head, man. It was beautiful. But we'll get there. We'll get there sooner rather than later. That's why I can make fun of it, is cuz I'm definitely headed that direction. Yeah, so that's what I did to the Rock Pirates rig. The battery tray, so I love D's bands. I love D's bands. But I don't think D's bands work as well if you're using them with the way that I have my Desert Lizards set up. If I were to take the bottom spring out of my Desert Lizards, I think that it would work better. But the way that the bottom spring kind of does what the D's bands already do, and they end up kind of fighting each other a little bit. So I did a lot of testing when I was over at Cam's last time. Not a lot of testing, but I did like 15 minutes of testing or so, kind of going from just doing the front D's bands doing all four, doing just the front, and then doing none. And I actually ended up liking none the best. So I'm keeping the D's-bands off of the Class 2 rig, but I do have another set that I need to figure out how to put on the Capra, which the Capra is now no longer the Capra either. We'll do a little sneak peek of that.
How much a sneak peek? You're just gonna show it or what?
I'm going to show it. But I'm not going to go in. I have a whole video coming where I'm going to break down how this build went, and I've got a lot of footage from me putting it together. But yeah, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but the conversion is complete. The High Noon Golden Capra V2 with the, look at that. Shout out again, West Desert Wheeler. The cutting shots on there. 2 cutting shots. Still rocking the.
All right. That's enough. It's enough. I don't want to see anymore.
Still rocking the 25 kg. Oh, it's a 32 kg. To be fair, 32 kg Amazon servo. Heck yeah! Shout out to T Slut Crawlers. But yeah, stoked on this. I don't know where was I going with that? There was a transition there. There was a transition.
You were showing us your awesome project.
But there was a transition from the 10-2. Oh yeah. So the Capra had black 1.9s on it. And I did a whole big swap because the Capra had black 1.9s. I wanted black 1.9s on the Rock Pirates rig. I swapped the Capra to the black 2.2s. I had an extra set of black 2.2s, but I was missing one of those rims because I used that for the spare wheel on the RC Speedy C3 chassis. So I took a Shift RC rim and mounted one of these Patagonias on the Shift RC 2.2s that I haven't been able to mount any tires to because I haven't gotten the right foams for the cut and shots. So I did the 2.2s, the Shift 2.2s on the Patagonias because they're a little bit thinner. I got those to mount very nicely, and I was just going to use one as the spare tire, have a fancy design on the spare tire. But after putting it together and looking at it, I love the way this looks so much that I have to make the rest of them. So that's going to be a project for today, is putting the rest of these shifts on there. But that allowed me to take the other black 2.2 that I was missing from the set of 4 that I was using for the spare tire and put them on the Capra. So that's now what's on the R2, the RC Speedy. That cage, for anyone who's interested, it's the RC Speedy R2 cage that the Capra swapped into. And that was a very easy swap. But there's going to be a whole video on that, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But yeah, if you're looking to do it, do it.
I do have one question. I think you already answered this. With that swap, it's just a straight drop-in. You don't have to buy any other parts to drop your Capra into it.
Straight drop-in. Yep. Yeah, everything is just
need the cage.
Yep. The cage comes with the panels, and you just need the cage panels, and that's it. And it's pretty inexpensive too. I mean, relative to like the C3 chassis, the R2 is much more affordable. So that's definitely a consideration.
Who wants to buy a G-Speed 6x6? I'm letting it go for cheap, guys. Mikey wants some other stuff to build.
If I had the space for a 6x6, I might take you up on that, but I do not have the space for that right now.
You have
Dude,
space.
I have no space at all. If you saw what all of my different rooms look like, I'm taking up like multiple shelves in multiple rooms with everything right now. I can't do it, dude. I can't do it right now. But anyone on here who's interested, hit Mikey up.
Hit up Sons of Crawl on Instagram.
So yeah, that's like what has happened to my garage recently. I've been doing a lot of work. It's mostly been this weekend. It kind of took over. I wanted to not. My MO is that this one, Ryan, I don't believe is the titanium chassis. I'm not 100. Yeah, it's not the titanium chassis. It's just the C3 that I have is the titanium chassis. The R2 is not the titanium chassis. The R2 still seems very, very resilient. I was kind of just beating around with it and seeing the biggest thing is that the skid plate, I was trying to make it fit at first. Again, this will all be in the video, but I can tell you that the cage does not bend easily at all, in the slightest. So that's not of concern if you're
But
thinking about the
also,
difference between.
he's also talking about an aftermarket piece. You have your regular cap where you could just drop it
It's a
in.
drop in, yeah.
Yes. The piece that he is referring to is something that we had come up with the 3D prints, and
Yeah.
it's not
It's
quite the same.
the dimensions are a
millimeter.
little bit different. Yeah. But
I
yeah.
wanna, we did bring it up earlier. D's Bands is on his Instagram. Is it just D's Bands, D's Company?
It is. I think
I
his
know.
actual Instagram is D's Shock Bands, or is it D's Company? Maybe it is D's Company. I don't know. I just tagged him. It's D's Company.
So D's
D
Company.
D
You
E
guys
E
hit him
Z
up.
and then Company COMPANEE. Just in
He
case
has
he wanted to make it any harder for us to find him.
he has pre-mades a lot and stuff. I know he just made it to our local hobby shop, West Valley Hobbies, but he just got these new set for old Ronnie boy.
Ooh. I
He's
think
gonna be bling blinging soon. So you know what, guys? If you want an easy fast tune where you don't even have to mess with oils sometimes, it's just literally you pop some screws off, slide these bands back on, and your crawler is crawling.
yeah.
It's going up further. You don't have the recoil like you do once you pop over an obstacle. It really keeps you nice center to the ground. And he does custom colors for the bands and the thread. Sometimes it depends how much really time he has. But I'll tell you what, they're always cool, and he always gets back to you and fast on shipping. It goes right through the mail. You can just throw a stamp on an envelope and send it right to you.
Yep. Shout out to D's. He's definitely to Dustin with D's Company. He is a rad dude, and he's put a lot of work into like tuning and refining a lot of different styles of D's bands, a lot of different styles of the like end caps that you can use. Just like in general, he's put a lot of time and thought into those products, and it shows. They work really well. I have a set downstairs. I have an extra set now because I took my set off of my class 2. I think that set, I'm not sure what that's going to go on yet, although it might go on the, well, I got to figure that out. But I have another black brand new set that is the thinner black ones, which I really like the look of for the Capra. I think that's going to go on there. I just need to figure out with this R2 chassis how exactly I'm going to make that work. Because on the regular Capra chassis with the spaced, those pivot balls that I was talking about that are like pivot ball spacers, it works perfectly. You can just pop those pivot ball spacers off. You just unscrew the shocks from the top, and you take the D's shock band, like the actual mount, and you may need a slightly longer screw, but you just put it on the inside of that spacer, and it works like a charm. But for the R2 chassis, the shock mounts are sideways, so I'm gonna have to figure that out.
We'll figure it out. Maybe, yeah. Also, I just saw that he, for all those people that are upping their scale points, so to say, he makes 6 scale D's bands for the big SCX6 that came out in those shocks. He just came out with those and have been testing them, and he, I think I saw a little mini video of the other day of his honcho climbing up some stairs.
Yeah, dude, it's just walking up them, not even a problem.
And shout out to Cameron. He got his to do that a little while ago too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Cameron's been toying around, I know, with his SCX6 for a while. But yeah, that's where I'm at with all my builds. I still have way more parts than I even want to talk about that are still just laying around. I haven't even touched the Phoenix rebuild yet. That's going to be a whole nother can of worms to open up. Although I kind of want that one to be my first Donut Boy RC body.
Which one? Which build?
The Phoenix rebuild. I think that's going to be my first Donut Boy body.
Yeah.
So
I hope, because then you're not gonna scratch it up as much, hopefully, and
oh
we
no,
have
I'm
some
still
pretty
no, I'm
fancy
definitely
fireworks.
gonna nope, I'm definitely gonna beat the
No,
shit out of it.
no,
No, I'll
no,
beat
I'm
the
just
shit
kidding.
out of it. But then I'll just get another one.
No,
It's the fun of it.
what you do is you run both bodies. You run your nice body like me, and then you put your shitty body on top when you have to.
That's fair. I could do that. I could do that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I'm still gonna crawl with the nice body. Like I'll do like comps and stuff with it.
the nice body.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to show it off. I just won't have it on all the time. Like when I want to thrash the Phoenix and when I just want to like romp on it, then I'll
Oh,
put the.
well, you're like, I'll still do comps with it. I was just like, that. What's the difference between
Or
doing
like yeah,
comps
I
and
don't know. Like
professional
yeah,
stuff?
I won't like yeah, I won't beat on it too much.
Also, something you've been saying your whole life.
Oh yeah. Well, that's never worked out for me either.
Oh, I'm just ripping on him. I haven't seen him for a couple weeks, ladies and gentlemen. I've been disappearing, so
Yeah, it's been a busy holiday season for sure. I'm excited to get back to I'm really excited for next weekend. I'm excited to get out with everyone. I'm stoked to see the whole crew again. I feel like it's been ages since I've seen even the guys that like during the season I was seeing all the whole slut crawlers group. I was seeing you guys like every single week and it was awesome. It was super super fun. And now I feel like it's been way too long since I've seen
he's
everyone.
talking about everyone else but me.
I haven't even seen you. Like, I mean, right now I'm seeing you, but even this isn't like we're not really hanging out. It's just a little like virtual chat or whatever, which is not, even though people, even though young people everywhere think that this is an equivalent to face like interaction, it is not. It's as close as you can get through a computer, but it's not quite the same. So I miss everyone, including you. I haven't seen you.
Oh,
The ski
uh,
seasons took you from me because we were hanging out a little bit more than everyone else was. But then you went off, and now you're a mountain man.
oh yeah, he's all blaming the ski hills on me when I tried to invite him up yesterday too, and he's like,
Yeah, I
I don't
got
know where my food
obviously was too
car.
busy. I was obviously too busy. You saw how much stuff I accomplished yesterday. It's good.
It's all right. I'm just giving you crap. I miss everybody. I've just been busy myself, busy with life. It's all good. It'll all
Hey, Desert
balance
RC
out.
just bought an R2. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, I don't want to hear it anymore, you two.
It's gonna be the buggy gang, dude. If like when
I
you
know. I
see
thought
all
I was
these,
gonna be all cool buying a Capra, but it ain't the Cap game anymore. It's the Tug Bug game. Like, what the heck?
hey man, R2 dropping, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. uh, RC Speedy, don't say I'm not selling your chassis because I'm at least peer pressuring all my friends into them. Really, it was Zach who started the whole trend, though. I can't take all that responsibility in this crew for myself. I feel like, well, Logan really started the buggy trend, and then Zach got the R2 trend going. Yeah, I'm stoked for next weekend. I'm stoked to see all the guys from California too, though. It's been a long time since we've seen all those guys. It's gonna be fun to see the Rock Pirates crew come up. Skittles. I don't know. Is like G Speed and like is Gabe gonna be coming up? I didn't know if that's a real thing or if that was just
No,
like whispers.
I heard Gabe's coming for the finals
Yeah.
for
Okay, that's what it
'84.
was. I was just mixing it up. So but we'll have Skittles and I think her husband as well. So that's super cool. What is it? Sin City Customs. He actually is a really talented builder. I'm stoked to if he ends up being down there, I'm definitely going to be picking his brain a lot. He's got some cool stuff going on. He's just got a ton of RC knowledge. It's good to hang out with those guys and soak up as much knowledge as you can. But I'm stoked for the takeover. I'm stoked for the season to start. I want to start seeing everyone again. I like bench time, but I need like a good mix of bench time and events. And the snow has not been good for the combination of bench
We
time and
just got
events.
used to last winter being a crappy winter where there was
Yeah,
no snow on the ground,
I was
and
thinking
now
about that
it's
legitimately.
actually like a winter that when we were kids around Utah, how it really was.
Yeah, like with snow on the ground the whole winter season.
To put it in comparison, ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten 300 inches at my local resort that we
I think it's like
that I
isn't it
ski
more
at.
than that? I thought their base was
just over 300 inches. Base is sitting just above 100.
Yeah, just over 100, which it like shot up from high 70s to 100 in one storm.
Yeah,
Just the base did. Yeah,
I rode that storm, bud.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do need to get up there, but we were like camping. This was like camping weather by now.
Yes.
We were full blown going out to Little Moab, enjoying the rocks. Everything was starting to melt off. We definitely got spoiled last season, and now it's cold, and it seems like it's going to stay cold. We got more and more storm fronts rolling in, bringing more and more snow. It's good though. I mean, it's good for our water. It's good for the one thing that someone said recently that I did say or that did make sense to me that I am worried about, because the water I thought was going to be a really good thing. But one thing that someone said that concerned me is that you get a lot of water. It makes for a lot of greenery, like a lot of the plants and stuff come back. You get a lot of growth. And then if you can't sustain that growth, then you get a lot of that stuff dries up, and then you have even higher forest fire danger. If we get a really good water season, and then it doesn't get followed up by more good, like a good spring and everything, we could be seeing more fire danger from that. So that's a problem. Potentially.
Since we're not talking about RC at all, we'll just bring it up. Some people say this is the 40-year storm, bud. 40 years ago, you know what happened?
Huh?
The big river through
oh yeah, 83,
where it flooded.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's when Glen Canyon Dam almost came down. They were like putting plywood up at the top of the dam to try to make it so it didn't overflow.
Anyways, let's go back to the RC.
Hey, it's kind of the end of the show. We can start trailing off a little bit. People, maybe there's a history buff in here they'll look it up on Wikipedia. They'll learn all about the floods of 83 and how we had a river going through Main Street. They made canals in Utah, in Salt Lake City.
Well, so I did see nice weather for you guys in Sand Hollow next weekend.
Looks like it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll sit there and just go Instagram live and hopefully just like make you accept it, and we'll be on there on the trail or something like
for a Sunday a Sunday live. Oh
yeah, Sunday live, 5-minute little live cast. The show must go on.
Of course. Yeah. So just so you know, there may not be a live stream next weekend because we're going to be down in Sand Hollow. I might try to make something happen, but I'm not going to promise anything. If that happens, I'll let you know sooner rather than later, if I can.
So think about it.
I'll think about it. I'll consider it.
It won't happen.
Spatial Audio saying, yeah, I could climb on my roof from the snow. That's freaking crazy. That's a lot of snow. I remember, definitely up at Brighton, you could climb up on some of the roofs. Even Park City right now, you could maybe climb up on some of the roofs. Like my
not really.
cabin up there.
It's not that. It's.
I do remember back in
resort, I've seen 200-inch bases, not 100.
Yeah. I've seen bases that are so tall that like when you're taking the highway up, you get to that point where all of a sudden you're just in a snow canyon, and it's like you can't see anything. You just see blue sky and snow enclosing the entire highway.
It ain't a lot at a ski resort until they start carving out the groomers so you can actually see the trail signs that are usually like 10 feet above you.
Yeah, right. And then you get a little dip where they like have to shovel them out.
Pretty bad.
We need to pump water. We had to pump water out of the Great Salt Lake. To be fair, I don't know that we necessarily ever had to pump. Did we have to pump water out of the Great Salt Lake? But now we need to pump it back in. Yes, that was due to like bad water conservation practices. We had terrible water laws for the Great Salt Lake for decades and decades. Now we're really off topic. All right, maybe we should wrap it up.
Yeah, maybe we should wrap this up before we talk about the last problems of our water in the last 40 years.
Everyone who's here, you made it to the end of the stream. Please give it a like. Sorry, just need to say that.
Give us a like.
Got
come back.
16 viewers in here. A like.
Again.
Yeah. The High Noon Saloon. Maybe that's what I should make the little title at the top. High Noon Saloon. I'll do it later. I was gonna do it right now. I'll do it later.
As always, guys, if you have any ideas or want us to talk about anything, throw some comments.
Yep.
Leave comments below after. We'll check them out.
This video will stay up after we're
RC
done
Speedy,
here.
if
So
you're watching, I would love a chassis. Please Instagram
Sponsor.
me or message me.
Sponsor Sons of Crawl.
Sponsor Sons of Crawl. I'll make sure my one is in many videos of his. And we'll have the Speedy Gang in Utah represent.
Yes, I like it. I like it.
All right. Are you ready? Should we? Who's doing
we're doing
what?
the thing. Okay, I need to get my mouse
wanna
over
do
the
this-
thing.
Do you want to do the skitty or do you want to do the fish?
We could switch it up. I could do the fish this time.
Well,
You're good at
I
the
think
fish.
You're better at the skiddly do.
Okay, I'm pretty good at the skiddly do.
The one hand.
I'm
but
pretty
I'll
good
do
at
the fish.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right, it was great to
Okay,
see
hold on.
everyone.
Gotta
Love you all.
stretch.
Long time. Oh, oh yeah. Ooh.
Gotta get that. Ooh, yeah, gotta get the neck.
Oh, yep.
You ready?